Good evening. We begin tonight with a deadly shooting and chaos in the state's north that's left one man dead, another wounded and the shooter in hospital. It happened in the driveway of a country house near the Queensland border. Right now, police are hunting a fourth man who's still on the run.
Police scour a remote property in far northern New South Wales where a man has been gunned down, another man hit by a motor vehicle. Chris Marr, 7 News.
Amanda Rebate joins us now at the scene. Amanda, terrifying series of events there, and a manhunt is underway for a fourth man who was with the shooter.
Yes, there is a massive bushland search for this man tonight. We know he is 37, but what led to this deadly attack that has rocked this quiet community.
Yeah, for sure, Amanda. Thank you. The police minister's driver could be facing jail, accused of being drunk behind the wheel more than 3 times over the limit. His boss and the police commissioner now also dragged into the mess.
Driving along this private road near Bega, Trevor Daly, the police minister's personal driver, allegedly under the influence and spotted by witnesses. Well, this is the second driver-related scandal for the government, and this one is just bad luck for Yasmin Catley. The first driver headline, of course, resulted in the resignation of the then Transport Minister Jo Haylen, who was using her driver for personal trips. It prompted a change to the rules, and we're told ministers have been extra cautious since.
Serena, thank you for that. The federal court has again thrown out an attempt by one-time Liberal staffer Bruce Lehrman to sue for defamation. But his lawyer today called him an inspiration and revealed they now have a plan to go to the High Court, despite being millions of dollars in debt.
It was the high-stakes bid to overturn a defamation decision that branded him a rapist.
Well, trains are still not running on the Blue Mountains line tonight. Have a look at this. After a car crashed off a bridge and onto tracks at Blaxland. The vehicle veered off the Great Western Highway, hit overhead wires as it plunged 10 metres onto its roof.
The wires probably saved his life. He's done all sorts of things, and take a look at that.
Now, somehow the driver, aged in his 20s, suffered a foot injury. Workers continue to repair the overhead wiring tonight. Buses will continue to replace trains through the night and tomorrow morning. Plenty more still to come tonight in 7 News, including our teen panel reveal what they really think about the social media ban. And Oprah Winfrey invites 7 News to lunch as she soaks up Sydney. Well, the clock is ticking for under 16s on social media, blocked for some of the most popular platforms in just a matter of hours from now. But as some accounts close ahead of the ban's official start next week, the great migration to fringe apps has already begun.
Mothers who've lost children to online bullying. Now the minister promises to save others from the same living hell.
Tim McMillan's on the way next with Money Talks and then sports. Stuart Broad urging England to pull back on their baseball batting in a bid to level the series.
Hello. Investment in housing and data centres helped push Australia's annual GDP growth to its fastest rate in 2 years. That's despite the September quarter figure coming in lower than expected. Per capita, though, it's pretty flat. Basically, the economy is growing in line with population. RBA Governor Michelle Bullock has told Senate estimates the bank's strategy to rein in inflation has absolutely not been a failure, despite the current rate sitting above its target range. A bleak first update for First Guardian investors. Liquidators so far recovering just $1.6 million, including this Lamborghini, from the $450 million lost. $1.6 million won't even go close to covering the liquidators' fees. The ASX 200 rose on today's GDP data. Uranium stocks leading the way. The banks were mixed. The Aussie dollar just under 66 US cents.
This sport update brought to you by Harvey Norman. Shop in store and online.
The Aussies will wait until the coin toss to reveal their final 11 for the second test starting tomorrow. Tom Wilson's at the Gabba. Tom, Steve Smith giving nothing away today.
Yes, Daniel, Steve Smith remained very tight-lipped about the 11 this afternoon, but Cummins will be given right up until the last minute before the toss tomorrow morning to determine whether he'll be in the Aussie side. Now, it's all live and free on 7plus tomorrow.
We love that, Tom. Good on you. Thanks. Well, branding tomorrow's pink ball test lottery. Stuart Broad is urging England to pull back on their Bazball batting in a bid to level the series. The bowling legend was at Royal Melbourne this morning for the Australian Open Pro-Am.
Belting balls in Melbourne. Stuart Broad urging England to pull back on Bazball tomorrow in Brisbane.
Stick around. Kirstie joins us with a look at your national weather details. And Jenny has sent us in their photo tonight. If you've got one like Jenny, photos at 7.com.au. Snap it, then send it.
Tonight's weather report brought to you by Harvey Norman. Shop in store and online.
Time for a look once again at your national weather details with Kirstie. What is in store, Kirstie?
Hot weather, Dan. Yes, hello and good evening, everyone. We had clear skies and settled weather on the forecast for the next few days as a high pressure system keeps conditions dry and sunny. Temperatures are set to sizzle from tomorrow, though. Maximums will rise before peaking over Friday and Saturday. A cold front will bring a little bit of a reprieve on Sunday with a chance of showers. It will be short-lived, though, with temperatures returning to summer-like conditions by next week. Now, heat is already starting to move into the northwest of the state, reaching the 30s and even the 40s for a widespread portion of our state. A warning for low-intensity heatwave conditions is in place for parts of the central west from Friday, but then moving towards the northeast and the north coast over the weekend. Showers will also increase for our coastline into Sunday with around 15 to 20 millimetres north of Newcastle, but for the rest of the state remaining mostly dry over the coming week. Tomorrow, warming up, temperatures at least 5 degrees hotter than today. Most of us sitting between 30 and 35 degrees, I should say. Southern parts of the state warmer than some of the north, 33 in Batemans Bay, 35 degrees in Wagga. Around the nation, hot and windy in Melbourne. Parts of Victoria will see extreme fire danger and total fire bans tomorrow. Fine and 27 in Hobart, Canberra sunny and 31. Some showers on the way for Cairns and a sweltering 37 degrees, 10 degrees above average in Adelaide, Dan.
Silly hot.
Yes.
Don't like it. Good on you. Thank you. And that is your news for this Wednesday, the 3rd of December. Thanks again for your company. I'm Daniel Gibson. Till I see you again. Have a great night. Bye for now.